Welcome to Trail Manners, the podcast so dedicated to mountain trails and running that they broadcast out of a 78 Volkswagen bus in the mountains. Who does that? Eric and Joel are your hosts and will bring you the trail life as you may have not heard it before. You hear about everything from gear reviews, nutrition to keep you upright and moving forward, and they'll even bring guests into the bus for conversations that you won't hear anywhere else. It's time for some running adventures on a higher elevation. The old 78 Volkswagen bus is fired up and headed to the mountains. Here are your hosts for Trail Manners, proudly representing the 801 with their passion and love for the trails, Eric Manning and Joel Hatch.
Welcome to the Trail Manners Podcast, episode number 70. Today, we are on location at Ogden High School here in beautiful Ogden, Utah, at the inaugural Lady Wild Film Festival put on by And She's Dope Too. Today, we're going to be talking with 4 guests that are involved in this project, so we hope you enjoy the show. If this is your first time listening, then thanks for coming. The Trail Manners Podcast is produced every week for your enjoyment, and show notes are found at trailmanners.com. Come back often, and please feel free to add the podcast to your favorite RSS feed or iTunes. You can also follow us on Twitter, Instagram, and Facebook at Trail Manners. All links are in the show notes. Now let's get after it. All right, welcome to a special edition of the Trail Manners Podcast. We are on location here at Ogden High School.
Yeah, it's been a long time since I've been back to high school.
I know, right?
I'm a little nervous right now.
I know, they checked your pockets before you came in.
Yeah, right?
We're at the inaugural Lady Wild Film Festival put on by And She's Dope Too.
Yep.
This is a one-night gathering here in Ogden. It's some films we got going on, but we brought in some special guests that we're going to be talking throughout the night.
Yep.
And let's get started right away. We got Julie, Cornelius, and Fritz, right?
Hi.
Yes.
Yeah.
So Joel's sitting next to me, and obviously you can't see it, but we'll have a photo.
Yeah.
He's got a dog sitting on his lap.
I got a dog on my lap.
It's Fritz.
This is the first time for the podcast.
Nice, it is.
Dog on
too.
the lap.
That is. So let's just jump right into this. So let's do a little introduction for Julie here.
Yeah. So tell us a little bit about yourself.
Yeah, my name's Julie Cornelius. I live in Moab, and I'm a mountain bike guide down in Moab. That's why I live in Moab. So during the season, I'm guiding. But I also do a couple different things. I do nutrition coaching through a company called Potential Energy Training.
Right.
And then I also just launched ASDT Fit.
Right.
So
sweet.
ASDTfit.com. It's a fitness and nutrition website and community for women in the outdoors to get stronger, to shred longer.
That's right.
Oh, I like that.
I know.
I like that.
I know.
And for just for everybody's clear, ASDT And She's Dope Too.
Yes.
So, we're
going to refer to that quite a bit. ASDT.
All night long.
Yes. Yeah.
So you're involved in this major project that's kind of kicking off for tonight, right?
Right.
Yeah.
You want to tell us a little bit about that?
Yeah, so it's a film project that I actually started about a year and a half ago or so.
Okay.
I kind of got the idea for it and started working on it, and it's pretty awesome to see how far it's come and what it's kind of turning into.
Okay. So give us a little background. So what is the project?
Yeah, so the film project, we're actually going to be traveling to Nepal in a couple months.
Okay.
For the film project. And the project has actually kind of evolved over the past year and a half into what it is now. So originally, I got the idea to do the project. I was planning on going to Nepal before the earthquakes happened a couple of years ago. And a good friend of mine had written an article about the lack of women's adventure films. And so I had wanted to go to Nepal already. The earthquakes happened. I still, started planning a trip, started looking into things, and got this idea to go and ride my bike to a village to help rebuild after the earthquakes, and then got the idea to make a film about it and get a whole bunch of women together to go and do this with me. So, so I started working on the project, and it's come a long way. It's kind of evolved into what it is now, and ASDT has kind of supported me throughout it, and they about 6 months ago or something, they're like, we want to help you make this happen. So
that's
they
cool.
kind of joined on board. So
you mentioned how has it evolved since your original vision of what you wanted to do to where maybe it's at today? How's that evolved? How's that been taking place?
Yeah, so we originally we were planning on going to Nepal and bike packing, so packing all of our stuff on our bike and riding to a remote village and actually being on the ground kind of helping to rebuild after the earthquake. we've kind of been in touch with a lot of people in Nepal and just making sure that whatever we do is actually what's needed most. And just kind of through the evolution and getting all of the team on board, we learned about something called the Ladies Mountain League. And you guys will hear about a little bit more about that later.
I think we have somebody else coming on later to kind of fill us in on that. So let's wait on that.
So it's kind of turned into a little bit different project. So we're not going to be going and doing rebuilding, but what we're going to be doing is going to be helping in Nepal for, longer term, and hopefully helping just in that region in general, and just helping to promote women in the outdoors, worldwide and in Nepal. So.
Okay.
So when you're traveling to Nepal, you're taking a whole crew over there with you?
Yeah, so what's your crew? So you said crew, so what's that mean by crew?
Yeah, so there's 4 of us ladies that are on the team that are kind of working on the project. We'll also have a film crew. So the film crew is kind of separate from the crew I'm talking about. So the other ladies that are involved, so Franny you'll get to talk to, I think, next. And then Shonny and Rachel. So that's the crew that's been working really hard on this project to make it happen.
Right. That sounds cool. So you're going to fly into Kathmandu, right?
Mm-hmm. Yep.
And then from that point, do you guys take another air taxi to your launch point, or are you guys going straight from Kathmandu on your bikes to that remote area?
We're working on the details right now.
Okay.
I think it looks like we're going to be in a few different regions throughout Nepal. As far as the details, those we're working really hard to finalize.
Okay.
So,
but that's coming up pretty quick, right?
It is.
You're leaving in a couple months, right?
Yeah.
So how long?
From working on this project for a year and a half, everybody I talk to in Nepal says everything comes together at the last second.
Gotcha.
Like, people in Nepal don't really plan too far in advance.
Okay.
So it's just kind
of
how
a little
it has
different
to go.
than Americans, right?
Yeah.
We like to have our ducks in a row.
Exactly.
You get over there and you'll be like, okay, let's just see what happens, right?
Not necessarily, but we're just things kind of tend to come together at the last second for.
Okay, let's say so you get over there, you guys get settled, all your gear gets there, which would be a good thing. You get to your launch point, you're going to be on bikes.
Yes.
Now, are these going to be your normal bike that you're going to use when you're guiding a Moab, or are these bikes a little bit different?
So these bikes are they're really cool bikes. They're Rocky Mountain Bicycles Sherpa bikes.
Okay.
So they're a bike that was designed for bike packing.
Okay.
So they're really awesome when you load them down with all your gear. It's like they handle really, really well. So.
Okay. So where do you put your gear on the bike then?
So there's special bags that you can put on the bike to attach your gear on your handlebars.
Okay.
A bag to put on your seat post, and then a couple other smaller bags for the top tube. And
so are you guys going to be going from like village to village and then hanging out at the village and, then doing stuff at the village?
Those are the details we're still kind of working on confirming. I know.
I'm sorry to put you on the spot. So how much stuff are you actually going to take there?
So we're looking at doing a few different trips and things while we're there. So we're working with the Ladies Mountain League just to make sure that what we're going to be doing is what is most needed. So we're going to be working with some local riders and doing an actual ride with a multi-day ride with some local riders there.
Okay.
And then we're also going to be doing a skills clinic while we're there.
Oh, that'd be cool.
To kind of teach some ladies different mountain bike skills. So.
Okay, so do you have an idea how many people might come to like a skills clinic while you're there?
That's a good question. I hope a lot, but it's hard to say because even the ladies that we've been working with in Nepal, they say a lot of them will get really excited and then, people don't actually commit. So we're hoping to get a whole group of ladies.
So how's it been received so far from what you've heard from over there? I mean, is this something they just can't wait? What's the reception been like to get this organized, planned, and once you arrive?
Yeah, the whole time I've been working on this project, everybody's just been so excited about it, both in Nepal and here in the U.S. Everybody's just really excited with what we're doing, and especially now where the project has kind of gone to and what it's become. The ladies we've been working with in Nepal are just really excited to work with us and see what we can make out of this.
Nice. So it's got to be exciting for you. I mean, a year and a half. You've been planning this.
Right.
Yeah.
It's less than 2 months away. I mean, what kind of emotions and feelings do you have? Are you like really nervous sometimes, and then at the same time you get real excited? I mean, how does it go from here?
Yeah, I'm just really excited. Yeah, it's been obviously stressful at times.
Oh, yeah.
But yeah, I think at this point it's just I've been working on it so long. It's like it almost doesn't seem real anymore
Right.
that we're actually going to Nepal. So I am really excited that it's finally kind of coming to be that time.
That's going to be cool.
So,
And
yeah.
about how long do you plan to be over there once you get there? Is that set in stone, or are you going to play that by ear too? I mean, how's that playing out?
Wait, do you have a return ticket yet? Yeah. It sounds like, to me, you might have the ticket there.
Well, so, when I kind of introduced myself earlier, I did mention a lot of different things that I have going on,
Yes,
so I
you
can't
do.
be there too long. We're going to be in Nepal for about 3 weeks or so.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
So that's
Nice.
actually kind of a short trip,
Yeah.
considering
Yeah.
Everything
the
you're
effort
gonna
to
be
get
doing.
over there and then kind of the effort to get around.
Yeah. So we're trying to have as much stuff kind of planned in advance as
Gotcha.
possible. So
Right on.
Yeah.
Now, is there a place where people that are listening can learn more about what you're doing and what's going to happen? Is there a location where they can go to read about this, see more about it, or even help out in some way?
Yeah, so where can people, I'm not sure she heard you because it
I-
is a
yeah,
little
I
loud in here.
couldn't- I couldn't
so
hear,
what
yeah.
Eric was asking, so if somebody wants to know more information, is there anywhere they can go right now to learn more information?
To learn more information, yeah. So we've had a website set up right now. It's endurenepal.com.
Right.
Where all the information soon is going to be up on andshe'sdope2.com. And you can follow along on social media. We'll be posting updates as well. So
Now you're going to post updates on ASDT?
yeah, so there'll be
Okay.
updates posted on ASDT on
Okay.
all of our personal pages. So you
All
can
right.
follow me. Julie Bike is my personal page, and we'll
Okay.
post updates.
Right on.
On what's going on, and hopefully, as long as we have internet, we'll post updates while we're in Nepal.
Well, I'm sure those little villages have somebody out there cranking.
Yeah, running in the hamster wheel.
Around the hamster wheel.
Does one
it
of you guys
going.
want that job?
Joel,
Sounds
do it.
like you need somebody to do a little bit more organizing,
Yeah.
and I volunteer for that job.
I'll do
'cause
the
That
hamster
would be
wheel.
so cool to go over there.
Yeah.
Oh, the experiences. Have you been
Yeah,
there
no.
before then?
I have not.
Oh,
no.
wow.
I was planning my first trip there, when
Okay,
this
that's
all
right.
started.
And then that
Kinda
silly
happening,
earthquake
so,
happened. And
yeah.
Wow.
So, yeah.
This is going to be an experience, right?
Yeah.
That's going to be exciting.
Well-
So, is there anywhere people can go to help in any way? Is there anything you guys need as far as help-wise, financially, things like that? Is there a place people can help?
Yeah, if you go to andshe'sdope2.com, there's going to be a page up soon.
Okay, great.
With all the information and ways to
That's cool.
help.
This
So,
is an awesome project. This is so
Thank
cool.
you.
It is.
And congratulations,
Yeah.
too.
Thanks.
After this long, getting it going and getting there. So, congratulations. Well, thanks for taking the quick time.
Yeah.
I know you've got a lot to do tonight.
Right.
You're kind of going to be the hit of the show. So we're sitting right by the red carpet, so it is a little bit noisy, so we apologize.
Right.
But thanks for joining us.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah,
And
thank
we'll
you.
definitely be following along and see what else we can do to help out. So,
Yeah, thank you so
all right.
much.
Thanks, Julie.
And Fritz is going to stay here and help you.
I think
Oh,
he is.
he's awesome. Joel's got
He's chilling.
He is. Joel's
He's
Joel's
keeping
okay.
my lap warm.
There we go.
Yeah.
Lap dog.
Lap dog.
All right, we are back with our next guest, and again, we are right in front of the red carpet here at the ASDT Lady Wild Film Festival. Our next guest we have up, Franny.
And Fritz is still here.
Yep, Fritz is still here.
Yep.
He's hanging out with Franny. So,
Yep.
Franny, give us a quick. We got a lot to talk about. Give us
We
a
do.
quick hitter about who you are, what you do.
Cool. Hi. Yeah, my name's Franny. I grew up in Germany and then moved to Jackson, Wyoming for high school.
Wait a minute.
And
How long ago was that?
When I was 16.
Yeah, but give me a year. What year was it?
7 years ago.
7 years ago. Okay.
Joel's a Jackson Hole guy.
Yeah, I'm a
Oh,
Jackson guy. Yeah, 93 to 2000.
Oh, awesome.
Yeah.
I was there during that. I did live in Jackson in second grade too, so
Okay.
I was during that time.
All right, right on.
Yeah, so I got to move to Jackson and then went to Western Washington University in Bellingham for
Nice.
college.
That's a nice place.
Where for my senior project, I got to do a big thesis and study on how adventure therapy and wilderness therapy impacts women in marginalized countries.
Okay.
And if it has a positive effect for them or if it negatively affects them, like if it brings cultural strains, is hard on them with their family relationships, or if it actually builds autonomy and camaraderie and adventure and if it is a good thing for the women there. And throughout my research, I specifically focused in on Nepal and was able to meet the Ladies Mountain League in Nepal, which is an organization that we're very closely working with now. Hannah actually moved to Kathmandu.
So wait a minute, who's Hannah?
Hannah is the founder of the Ladies Mountain League.
Okay.
And she moved to Kathmandu from Sweden, also based on school research. And she started this organization that brings women together of all ages, all Nepali girls, where they come together to kayak, mountain bike, do yoga, go on backpacking trips, learn outdoor skills. They have classes on nutrition, first aid classes.
So is that what the Mountain League is?
That's what the Ladies Mountain League is.
And is it based in Nepal?
It is based in Kathmandu.
It's based in Kathmandu.
And it is run by Hannah from Sweden.
And it's specifically for those women in that region?
Yes.
Okay, so I guess one of the things that needs to be asked, is that something that's going to spiral out into other regions then?
So it is all throughout Nepal.
Okay, well, what about, so like Pakistan?
Right.
India. So is that like its ultimate goal is to move to these different states?
You know, I'm not sure if that is their end goal. I know it's pretty grassroots. They're 2 years old right now, and so they're just growing.
Right.
They have a lot of presence of all the top female athletes in Nepal. So 2 of the top female mountain bikers, Laxmi Magar and Nisha Shrestha, who we are working with in our film, are big contributors to the Ladies Mountain League. They do group rides with the girls. They teach them bike mechanics.
Right.
Mira Ray, who's actually the protagonist in one of our main films tonight. Mira,
I like that nice word, protagonist.
Yeah.
I like that.
She is also really, really heavily involved with the Ladies Mountain League. And so it's just women coming together, and they're pushing for different gender dynamics. They're basically recreating Nepal after the earthquake and trying to say, hey, like we're powerful, we're a part of this, we want to be a part of the economy, we want to be a part of adventure, and they have a really loud voice that we get to showcase throughout our film, which is amazing.
That's awesome. That's rad.
So how did you get involved with this whole project? I mean, your background, is spot on, obviously, but how did you get involved, find out about it, and just jump into that?
So Rachel Pohl, who is a co-owner of And She's Dope Too, and I have been friends for about the last 5 years. She's been a really, really good ski and mountain bike buddy of mine. And so she got involved with this project and then sort of remembered that I had been doing a lot of research in Nepal and asked me if I would be interested in sharing my research and my connections there and sort of creating something together. And I think just through Rachel's background, Julie's background, Shonny's background, my background, a lot of different backgrounds and experiences have come together, and it's starting to shape into something that's really, really humbling and really exciting.
That's cool.
So when you talk about it with your background, everything that you know and have learned and explored and everything else, and getting part of the project, kind of give us an idea, and you briefly did how it's 2 years old. What's the current state of, because honestly, for someone like me, female mountain biking in Nepal is something that I wouldn't have guessed as big or huge or anything like that. Give us the current state of that right now.
Yeah, so female athleticism in Nepal is not fully, I would say, accepted yet. It is still very, very new, very courageous to be a female athlete. It's sort of breaking barriers, stepping beyond. Right now, there are only 2 successfully celebrated, sponsored female athletes, which I mentioned before. One of them for cross country, one of them for downhill. They're starting to bring a lot of competitions to Nepal that also allow women to partake. And I think through the Ladies Mountain League specifically, there's a lot of group rides happening, bike mechanic training. Girls are just starting to learn more about it and become involved. There's definitely no sponsorship, lack of product, lack of nutritional training. It's definitely a new field. But it's really exciting, and there's a lot of girls that are joining together and pushing each other, and I communicate a lot with them on Facebook with a lot of the mountain bikers there, and if you look at their photos, they're always just commenting on each other's pictures, and they're like, wow, sister, beautiful job, I remember our first ride, and there's a big companionship.
That's awesome.
And I think it's also an amazing way for women to sort of tap into a male-dominated field
Right.
and support each other through that.
Yeah.
So what kind of, like for yourself or in general for what are some of the long-term goals? This isn't something that's just going to show up on the scene. We got two, dominant athletes and it's gone. I mean, what's the long-term and the vision behind going forward?
Yeah, so basically what we are doing is coming in and just giving momentum and showcasing women that have already created a vehicle of change for themselves.
Right.
Like, we're not going in telling them what they need to do or what we think they need to do, but we're there to listen, to support, to bring resources, to bring an amazing film crew that really just showcases the efforts that are already in place and efforts that stem from very pure and humble beginnings.
Right.
And long term, our goal is to create a scholarship fund, which will be titled the Moksha Scholarship Fund.
Okay.
It'll come from the profits of our film, and that money will be distributed to the girls that we work with.
Right.
It'll be for first aid training, woofer courses, guide training,
Right.
Those type of things. There does not exist a female-specific guiding certification yet, so it's impossible for women to become like a very certified legal guide in Nepal.
Right.
And so we're hoping that through our film we can create funds that can help with that certification, but that can also create momentum for that.
Okay.
And just kind of show that we support the need for female mountain bike guides
Right.
in Nepal.
And people, if they want to donate to that, they can go to the And She's Dope Too website, and I believe that they're going to have a page set up where you can make that donation.
Yeah, so right now, what we're actually fundraising for tonight is the actual creation of the film.
Right.
And when we sit here next year, 2018 Film Festival, and we'll be showing our film,
Yeah.
we'll have a bit more information on how specifically to donate to our scholarship fund.
Right on. That's
but right
all
now, any donations towards the film, the creation of it, are very, very greatly supported, and we're very thankful for that.
Okay.
And
That's awesome.
the name of the film you mentioned, it's Moksha.
Yes.
Is that right?
Yes.
And is that freedom through the mountains? Is that
So Moksha means freedom.
Okay.
And our film is specifically focusing on freedom that is achieved through the mountains, through mountain biking with friends,
Right.
liberating yourself from cultural strains, personal, yeah.
And so you're heading over there.
Yes.
Okay. And so we talked to Julie right before you came on,
Yeah.
and she was talking about there's some lead people that are going over, 4 or 5. There's also a film crew, am I right? A
Yeah.
crew that's going to be documenting and filming all
Absolutely.
of this, right? And so who's lucky enough to do that?
So our film crew are Wade and Dave from Workshirt. They're based in Jackson Hole, and they do all of Jackson Hole Mountain Resorts films. They work for Patagonia. They did an amazing Vimeo documentary called Foothills, which is documenting the snowboard culture in Turkey, where snowboards apparently stemmed from. So it's going like very deep into the
Wow.
Turkish mountains, a very, very cultural, beautiful film for Patagonia with Patagonia athlete Alex Yoder.
Oh,
They
nice.
do different documentaries for Vice. They've gone to the Dominican Republic, to Ghana. They are very much creating a bond between adventure, culture, and also different social and environmental issues.
Right.
And do that in a really, really beautiful artistic manner. So we're very, very fortunate and excited to have them on our team.
Well, it sounds like
Yeah.
a perfect mix with
Yeah,
what you're doing, and that's
absolutely.
the right crew for the job.
100%.
Right?
Amazing people, yeah.
Nice.
Right on.
So what else can we expect from tonight?
Oh man, so we have a lot of really, really cool films tonight. We have Mira, which I mentioned before, which is documenting the journey of Mira herself, who became one of the most celebrated mountain runners in Nepal, and actually just got she is the National Geographic Adventure of 2017.
That's right. She's a Solomon athlete.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah, so huge celebration on her tonight.
That's awesome.
We have Rachel Pohl's film, the National Parks movie.
Right.
And we have an incredible raffle and silent auction, and are going to be presenting our very own Moksha as well.
Right on.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
awesome.
Well, we're excited to be here.
We are.
I mean, this is a little bit different than what we're used to.
Yeah.
And especially being in front of the red carpet, it's a little intimidating.
It is.
People
but,
look at us
I'm
like
kind of getting used to this
Yeah, Joel,
already.
Yeah, and we
Yeah,
just
getting
lost
used to
Fritz.
red carpet.
He
Yeah,
took
we
off.
just lost. Yeah, Fritz is out of here.
Fritz
We
is
lost
done.
Fritz to the red carpet.
Yeah.
Well,
right.
off the mic, I found that Fritz is a champion runner.
Are you serious?
No way.
Wiener dog race runner.
We got to get him on the show then.
I
next.
know.
We got to talk to him.
I wish he could talk into the microphone
I
himself.
know. He can tell us some stories
I bet
about
he'd have a lot of
his
good things to
his
say.
days of racing.
Yeah.
It's rad.
That's awesome. That's just this whole night. I mean, just watching the people that come through.
I
and
know,
what
it's
you
good
guys
people
are,
watching.
what you guys have put together and what you're going for. I mean, we're
Yeah, we're really fortunate to be in Ogden. I feel like it's an awesome community. We have people of all ages walking through.
So it's your
and
first time to Ogden?
I've been here once before.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, so second time. First time really getting to know the Ogden community. And
It's a great community.
so far I feel a lot of good vibes.
That's why me and Joel are here. We
Yeah.
just love it. And then with what you guys are doing tonight, we can't tell you how privileged we feel that you guys had us here to talk to you guys. I mean, we have a couple more guests coming up, but you can just feel the electricity tonight.
Yeah,
you
it's
really
so
can.
filled.
Yeah.
Yeah. As people walk by and smiling, it's like I
Yeah,
get
they're getting
goosebumps.
the people on the red carpet getting their picture taken.
Yeah, right. So what's real quick before we let you go? What's next from here? I mean, you've got 2 months about before you take off. What
Yeah.
has to take place between now and then for you to get this ring
Right
going?
now I'm doing a lot of communicating with the Nepali girls,
Okay.
with the Ladies Mountain League, and with Jenny Count, who's the owner of Himalayan Single Track.
Okay.
Jenny has been incredible for us to be working with. She's helping us set up all the different trails we'll be riding. We're going to be offering a skills clinic where we'll have a 2-day mountain bike festival teaching skills,
awesome.
doing activities. We'll have bike mechanic training there, and so that'll be invite open to all girls from the Kathmandu region.
Right.
We'll have a big camping festival sort of there. We'll have it all catered. So right now, a lot of it just setting up logistics for our trip there.
Right.
Setting up the trails, working with the different sponsors that are supporting us, and really making sure that we're getting the right feedback from the girls that we'll be working with, making sure that they let us know what they're hoping to get out of this experience, and so we can really cater this towards what they need. And like I said earlier, like not what we think they need, but what they really need to create a future of moksha, a future of freedom for themselves.
So I'm gonna one question I should ask: if everything goes according to plan, everything works out, when would this film be released? Like, when could we look forward to seeing something about it?
We're hoping to play it at the second Lady Wild Film Festival here in Ogden.
Sweet.
So that'll be next year.
Nice.
It should be touring in the European Outdoor Film Tour, the Himalayan Film Tour, Banff Mountain Film Tour. So we're going to be submitting it to a lot of different film festivals. And
Right.
I think right now is a really, really special time to be a woman.
Yeah.
And a really special time to just put aside competition, put aside jealousy, put aside all those things that just don't serve us, but that sometimes maybe society teaches us, and to really choose sisterhood, to choose support, to choose, just to choose seeing the good within women and to be celebrating that. And so it's a really amazing time to come together and celebrate each other and stand up for each other, with each other. And
Yeah.
yeah.
Well, I know me and Joel can speak on our end as we watch people come through. There's some very amazing and powerful women from this area that have been walking past us this evening. So it's definitely drawn a great crowd from here.
Definitely.
And we wish all the success. I mean, we're real excited to see from now until it takes place all the positive things. We're going to, like we said before, we're going to be following it, tracking it, and definitely be throwing out the link for people to donate, help
thank
in
you.
any way they can, because
Thank
this is
you.
an awesome cause. I'm excited. Me and Joel coming into this didn't know a ton about it, and we're already pretty amped.
We
I
are.
wish we could bring you for our on-trip podcast
We
crew.
volunteered
cool.
we volunteered with Julie.
Okay.
So
Yeah.
we were talking about
We
how
just
do we
need to
get
raise
Wi-Fi.
some funds.
Yeah.
Pay for some plane tickets.
Yeah. They said,
Yeah.
how do we get Wi-Fi? And we're going to run in a hamster wheel to get
Yeah,
that
that's right.
electricity.
We'll have to bike in all our podcast gear too. So
Well, that's
it
all
might
right.
be
We
a
can travel
heavy
light.
load for
Yeah,
ya.
we can travel light.
We can
Okay.
travel light, trust us. So, yeah, too bad we couldn't get my bus over there. I got a
That'd be
78 Volkswagen bus. It just got out of the
Oh.
shop today.
I'm excited that
Yeah.
that's finally out.
Yeah, so
That's amazing.
it'd fit right in. But
Yeah.
well, thanks for joining us. We're
Yes,
going to let
thank
you
you.
kind of make the rounds because I
Thank
know it's going to
you.
be a special night for you.
Yeah.
And we got
Thank you
a few
guys
more
so much
people.
for being here. It's awesome
Yeah,
to
it's
talk
fun.
to you.
Oh,
and
it's our
kinda
pleasure.
learn
for
about
sure.
what you do for the community here, and
Well, we're young too.
Yeah.
We're young here too, not young in age, but we're young in what we're doing in the community. So
Being young is a good thing.
yeah, that's right.
A
That's
lot
right.
of growth ahead of us.
Yeah, we've got a lot of growth.
A lot of possibilities.
Yeah, there is. So thanks so much for joining us. We
Absolutely.
can't
Yeah.
tell you thank you enough, and
Thank
good
you,
luck
guys.
moving forward.
Thank you.
All right,
Thank you
thanks.
so much.
All right, we're back with our next guest
Yeah.
at the ASDT Lady Wild Film Festival. We have Shonny Vanlandingham. I
Hi
get
there.
that right?
Yes, you did.
All right,
Very
I got
good.
it. I just said before when I'm horrible with names.
He butchers them all the time.
Yeah, yeah.
And I just let him do it.
Yeah, Joel doesn't care.
I'm
I
used
don't
to it.
even try.
Hey, my name gets butchered a lot too.
Yeah,
so
like Eric.
ARIC.
Arik.
Arik. Archie. Is that Viking? Are you Viking?
That's
I'm like, yes, I'm a
right.
Viking. So Shonny, we're here tonight with this amazing event that you came in for. So give us a quick background of who you are, what you're doing. So give us who's Shonny?
Well, thank you for having me on your podcast. And
Nope.
I'm Shonny Vanlandingham. I live in Durango, Colorado. I just drove up today for this great event. And I'm a part of the team that's going to Nepal.
Okay.
The 4 of us ladies, and we're going to work with some other ladies there in Nepal that are also mountain bikers and adventurous. So I'm going to lead a 2-day mountain bike clinic for the ladies over there.
Wow. So you're from Texas, as we can tell.
How did you know?
It's just it's a wild guess that, and we talked before the show. But so how did you end up in Moab?
Or Durango.
Durango. How'd you
Well-
end up in Durango?
I graduated from college, was a basketball player in college in Texas, and moved to Hawaii, became a bike tour guide, and figured out that people were racing bikes for a living. So
That
I
sounded
decided,
pretty good, didn't it?
Yeah, I thought I want to give that a try. So I decided to move to Durango, where a lot of professional mountain bikers lived, and I
Right.
had to learn really quickly to stay up.
Yeah. Now, there's a race in Durango where they actually go through the brew pub, right?
That's right.
What
I've done
race
that.
is that?
That's the Iron Horse Classic.
The Iron Horse Classic. Now, that's my type of race.
That is. I could do that.
Through the brew pub. Like, physically, they're riding through the brew pub.
Can you grab a pint on the way through?
You can,
They
yeah.
should
There's
make that a
plenty-
requirement.
Yes, I actually am guilty of that. Grabbing a beer on the way through.
You're our type of gal.
Yeah, that's for sure. Perfect for the show. Perfect for the show. So with your background, obviously you come from the mountain biking side. How did you get involved with this project?
Julie actually invited me to come along, and we have mutual friends, and they needed an extra rider.
Oh, geez.
And so I got involved because I really believed in the mission to get more women on bikes. I was a member of the Luna Pro team for about 13 years here
Okay.
in the U.S., and that was a big part of our program, is to get more women outdoors, whether it be mountain biking, running, swimming, just, to get out and enjoy life and to just become adventurers.
So you're part of the whole ASDT program and everything like that?
I was just introduced to that program, so
Okay.
I'm really looking forward to learning more about it and getting more involved.
Oh, nice.
Right
So what was your first impression when they came to you about this project? Say, hey, here's what we want to do. Do you want to go? I mean, what was kind of going through your head?
Wow. Well, I think anybody would want to go to Nepal and,
Yeah.
and see Nepal. I've not been there, so I was initially very excited about that part. But then, it's really a bigger picture. It's not just about us going to Nepal and having a vacation. It's
Yeah.
about trying to make a difference.
So with saying that, we've talked to Julie and we had Franny on already.
Right.
What does that leave? Like, are you looking at that as everything you've done in the pro mountain biking, everything you've done in pro mountain biking, and now this is kind of a next phase for you and what you're doing? Is this something that you can see happening long term?
Yes, I retired last year from being a professional athlete for the last 17 years. So
Wow.
this is the type of project I'm looking to get involved in. To,
Right.
To continue to inspire women to get on mountain bikes. That's kind of where I come from. So that'll be my mission.
And now you got
with
plenty
this
of
group.
time since you're not racing, right?
Right,
You got plenty of
exactly.
time to jump in and
Plenty
do
of
something
time.
like this.
Yeah,
So-
and I'm not training as much. So, it's good to put your effort somewhere else, because I don't know that I could just roll out and win a race today.
Yeah. Well, it's a great effort. Me and Joel have been talking about it, is just the people we see coming through, the electricity we see coming through, and then the films that are being shown tonight in in such a beautiful venue.
It is.
You know,
I still haven't made it down to the auditorium yet.
Oh, I took a peek before everything got going, and this is it holds 1,500 people.
So what?
Yeah, I didn't know that. I was thinking like 500-600, and I asked how many does it hold, like 1,500. I'm like,
holy cow.
What?
Wow,
So yeah, I don't
That's
think
awesome.
Yeah, so they're having a great showing tonight. So for you getting ready to go on this trip, what still has to transpire for you over the next now for 2 months? I mean, what's kind of your plan look
Yeah,
like?
well, we still have a lot of logistics and planning. We're working with the Women's Mountain League over there to put together an itinerary so that we can be the most effective, possible once we're there. So really just a lot of logistics and continue to fundraise so that we can make a big impact.
And
Right.
me and Joel have talked about that. We're going to have the information on our website as well on ways that people can help by fundraising. Joel and I have also volunteered to help multiple times, so we'll keep doing that with
We did?
logistics and
yeah.
moving stuff around, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
We're gonna run the Wi-Fi over there.
Oh, great. Okay,
That's
cool.
our main job.
That's our main job.
Yeah, I've had several offers from men to come and be our Sherpas.
Yeah,
Yeah.
no,
So I
did
think
that
there's
one-
no
I did
shortage
that,
of
I did that
help.
one summer for Exxon Mountain Guides. I'm never gonna do it
He's
again.
not Sherping.
No,
No.
it was hard.
Yeah, well, yeah, I could.
But
only-
running the Wi-Fi, I could do that.
You could do that.
Getting the hamster wheel.
I'll translate. English to English.
English.
Yeah, that's all I got. I don't have a lot of skills. I don't got a lot of tools. I can start a fire. I can start a fire when it gets cold.
I think they use yak dung over there. Are you comfortable with that?
Oh yeah, I'm pretty fluent in yak dung.
You're familiar with the yak dung?
Yeah.
All right.
So you came up this far. Are you sticking around up here at all while you're here in Ogden area? Are you going to be around in the Ogden area while you're up here visiting? Or?
Oh, well, I'm just here for a few days.
Okay.
And I think I'm actually going to head south
Where it's warmer?
for the winter.
Yeah, that's
Let's
not a
snow
bad idea.
And get back on my bike. I do need to do a little bit of training to be ready to ride at 15,000 plus feet in Nepal.
Yeah.
Now-
That's going to be hard. I
Now-
think that would be the hardest thing, to be honest, right?
Yes,
You get up on those high
absolutely.
passes, and you just
Yeah.
start getting slammed by the elevation.
Right. Got to work on the hematocrit, be sure that's increased. And I'm
There
ready
you
to go
go.
in the mountains.
So being that's one thing that you might look at differently. Being your background with racing and everything, you're probably looking a little bit at maybe some of the courses, right? Some of the detail, elevation gain.
Yeah,
You've probably
sure.
looked into that where
Yeah.
maybe others haven't, right?
Right. Well, I think I'm the elder member of the team, so I have to, make it up where I can. So I'll definitely go over there with plenty of red blood cells and
You're the
plenty of good
wily
nutrition.
veteran.
That's right. Everybody needs one,
That's
right?
right.
Joel's
That's
the
right.
wily veteran here.
I am.
I just volunteered him.
I might be. No, you're actually probably the oldest
Anyway,
one at the table right now.
I don't think so. I don't think that's to be determined. So we appreciate you taking the time to
Yeah,
sit
thank
down with
you.
us. I mean, it's a big night. I know you've been moving around, hustling around. I think
That's
they're gonna be
right.
getting ready to start the show soon.
Right.
God, congratulations! This is so
I know.
neat. I think
Thank
for
you.
you as well. I think it's a great thing for you, like we mentioned, from racing to putting even more back into
Yes,
the community.
It's such a
of-
great opportunity. I'm
Yeah.
very, very thankful to be a part of this group.
Right.
It's a wonderful group of people.
Nice. Well, they keep adding more then, right? So that's what they do. When you get good people, you want to attract more good people. So have fun over there. But
Thank you.
we can't wait to see the final project and
Yeah.
everything you guys do. It's just amazing. So congratulations.
much.
And hopefully we'll hear from you again.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah,
we'll be
nice
back
chatting
next
with you
year.
guys.
Next year, yeah.
All right. Take
Thank
care.
you.
All right, thanks.
All right, we are here in front of the red carpet at the ASDT Lady Wild Film Fest.
Yep.
Behind the mic, besides Joel,
Yes.
we have Rachel Pohl, right?
Yep, that's correct.
Okay, and I've said this before, I'm horrible with names.
Yes.
So I have
Just
to throw
think ski pole.
Right.
What's the first name? Rachel. Okay, I got it now. So I'm ready. So, all right, this festival, this film festival is put on by ASDT.
Yep,
And she's dope too.
Right.
that is correct.
Let's get a breakdown. What is
What
ASDT?
is it?
How did it come about? What do we got?
So ASDT, and She's Dope Too,
Right.
is a collective of women founded on the idea that we need to support each other, build community, create a sisterhood of women who just love to go outside
Right.
and in a non-competitive way. And so the company started 2 years ago, founded by Jen and Taylor Killian.
Right.
I came on board about 1 year ago because of my artwork, and essentially it's Ogden based,
Right.
super rad local company, and we have we have apparel, We have rendezvous and meetups
Right.
that are, some of them are annual, some of them are more like smaller retreat styles, and then we
Right.
also have weekly meetups in the area,
Yep.
like such as rock climbing
Right.
and
You guys go to
yoga.
the climbing gym like almost every week, it seems like.
Yes,
Right?
yes,
Which is rad.
all the time, all the climbing.
Yeah. All the climbing.
All the climbing that can be done, we will do.
That's awesome.
So what was the original, like you said, it's been, a year and a half, 2 years, right? Year and a half to 2 years?
Yeah.
What was the vision and how did it come about originally? You said Taylor and Jen Killian.
Yeah, so
right?
Jen and Taylor
There's Jen
are
right there.
there she goes.
There she goes.
She's
been busy.
amazing.
She's been busy.
They are a husband and wife team.
Right.
They have 2 kids, and Jen
One on the way.
basically, yep, and one on the way.
Wow.
Yep.
Super exciting. And Jen just really wanted a place to go recreate with other women that wasn't that wasn't intimidating and
Right.
wasn't based on, what gear you have and how good you are at that sport. She just wanted there to be this collective of women who can just hang out and have a fun time and not worry about being judged and not,
Right.
worried about being discriminated against in any way. And so I think they've done a really beautiful job of creating that, and I'm so psyched that I get to be a part of this.
Especially tonight, just seeing everybody walk through.
Oh, yeah.
So we've been here on the mic, for 45 minutes. Even though this part of the show that we're talking about right now might air first.
Yeah. Mixed master
There's
manners.
been 1,000 people walk through. Okay,
There's
maybe
been
not
a lot.
that many,
There's
but
been
a lot.
a lot. It feels like a lot.
Yeah.
It's simmering
And
down.
all the heavy hitters in Ogden are here.
That's right.
Yeah.
Because we're local based, and so we
Right.
know all these women that are coming through. This is electric.
I know.
It really is.
There's a lot of people coming through.
It is. So how did you get involved?
So I actually received a message from Jen and Taylor
Okay.
about, honestly, like over a year ago now, and they were like, hey, we really love your artwork. Do you want to do a T-shirt for us? And I was
Right.
like, okay, sure.
Right.
And it was their different Nepal project, Raise Nepal. And so Raise Nepal was their campaign. They actually raised like $10,000 in like a couple of weeks off of the sales of the T-shirt that I designed.
That was a cool T-shirt.
Must have been a cool T-shirt or something.
Yeah.
I don't know.
That's
I
a
must have
rad
done
T-shirt.
something right.
Yeah.
And all of the money went to 100% of the proceeds went to funding. It went to 4 women in Nepal,
Right.
to help them give birth in a healthy, safe way. And
That's important.
So that was amazing.
That's crazy.
So we're really excited. That's why this project, we're so excited to focus on Nepal again, because
Right.
at least for me, that's how it began.
That's
kinda
kind
come
of
back
coincidental
around.
that
Yeah.
those two are both in Nepal. That's rad, though.
Yeah.
So let's talk a little bit about your artwork. So did you make that ring?
I did not make this ring. One of my best
come
friends
on, you
did.
could have lied.
I could have lied.
It
Yeah,
would've
I
been a
made
good
this
story.
ring, and I
Dang.
made this ring, and I made this ring. No.
What about the
But-
earrings?
No, my friend did.
Dang, girl.
Fly Free Designs.
Okay.
At Fly Free Designs. She's amazing.
Right.
She's someone who I love. I
So
paint
what's
and
what's
she
your,
makes jewelry.
Okay, so that's
Super
your
fun.
medium. You paint.
Yes, I'm
All
a
right.
painter.
So that's
I
your
did not make
wheelhouse.
this ring.
Yeah.
Right in there.
We need to get her
That's
to
what I was
make
gonna
something for us.
That's right. We need some cool stuff.
All right, so did you paint that picture?
I did. Yep,
Right.
the poster,
The-
the Lady Wild Film Festival poster.
Right.
That's a
That's
painting of
you.
Yosemite. I do really colorful acrylic landscapes.
Yes, you
They're
do.
very. I try to create like a real feel to the landscape while at the same time accentuating the colors and putting, imbuing like the mood
Right.
and the sounds and the feeling that you get while you're in that place.
Gotcha.
Into my work.
I think that comes across really well.
For sure.
Thank you.
Because we obviously have seen a lot of your work, not knowing it was you.
I know.
Because we've talked about that. Even my wife was looking at some stuff last night about the logos, and she's like, "Oh my gosh, this is beautiful." I'm like, I know, right? And I didn't know we'd get to talk to
Thanks.
the
Well,
artist.
we've been trying to actually track you down for the last like 2 weeks.
Easy.
We have,
Yeah. No, it's ain't easy 2 weeks.
Yeah.
Yeah.
and it's just coincidental that you're here.
It's
Yeah.
awesome.
It's rad.
So did
We're gonna have you do something for us.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
So did you know Jen and Taylor before they reached out to you, or was this just some
I
random?
did not.
So it's just some random. Hey, we like you, and you're like, whoa.
Yeah, I
what's
was
this?
kind of like, am I getting scammed?
Is this a scam?
No, I wasn't. I'm just kidding. The first time I talked on the phone with them, I was like, I want to be friends with these people for the rest of my life.
Right.
Will you be my
And
Facebook friend?
then, and then I came and met them
Yeah.
last March,
Okay.
And then this summer, I actually lived with them the entire time I painted the Ogden mural on 25th Street.
Oh, wow.
If anyone's familiar with it, all you Ogden listeners out there, that giant, colorful mural that has, like, really big mountain goats and, like, bees, and there's a train, and it's on 25th Street.
It's right on 20.
Between...
What
is it? You would think. I mean, I spent like
It's on the
3 weeks.
summer there.
I spent like 3 weeks there straight
And it's
painting.
not like we
it was
don't
like
live
94
here.
degrees.
Yeah.
I did a lot of.
that was cool.
Literally, there's like blood, sweat, and tears in that mural.
Literally.
Mostly sweat.
Yeah.
It was
Is
like
it-
it was like 100 degrees.
So it's on the side of a building?
It's on a retaining wall by an apartment. It's private property, but like the apartments are being renovated. But anyway, so I moved in with Jen and Taylor.
We're gonna go find that.
Yeah.
So
tomorrow.
I'm like really, I'm really good friends with their kids
Right.
now too.
Well, yeah.
Yeah.
Your auntie.
I'm Auntie
Yeah.
Rachel.
Yeah.
Auntie
So
Ray Ray.
did you grow up in this area?
I did not. I
Okay.
actually
So where are you from?
still live in Bozeman, Montana, which is like a 6-hour drive from here.
Yeah.
So it's super reasonable.
Just a commute.
Yeah.
What?
Hey, will you come down and paint something? Okay, I'll be there in a minute.
I'll
Yeah.
just be there for the afternoon. Don't
Right.
worry.
So are you kind of like, so if you're in Bozeman now, so
Yep.
do you kind of head up a group of women for the And She's Dope 2 in the Bozeman area?
That is the eventual plan.
Okay.
I guess I super loosely have a group of friends that I go do stuff with,
Right.
but it is not necessarily ASDT affiliated. But
Right.
that is like the vision.
Sure.
So
The
that
next chapter.
eventually,
Like chapters?
yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. Having a Bozeman chapter, a Bend chapter,
Right.
Bellingham chapter, all over the U.S. We'd love to have them all over the world
Yeah.
because
That'd be
we
cool.
want to create this worldwide collective
Right.
of a safe place where women can come learn about themselves, form relationships, and also learn how to do awesome things like sup. And it'd be awesome if we had coastal places, surfing
Right.
meetups.
And
Yeah.
this is
And
for all women, right?
it's
not
for anyone,
like you mentioned
yeah.
before. It's not like you have the best gear and
Oh, no,
you're in
no.
the best shape or this is your favorite
so
activity.
that's part of your retreat, right? So women can come and learn how to do maybe that activity, right?
Yeah.
Like they haven't done that before.
So they're not
yeah,
intimidated.
exactly. And so
Right.
we're more and more like pretty soon we're gonna have like a fleet of mountain bikes that you can come rent, or for like just lend them out. So like for Cinco de Mayo, we're calling it Cinco de Moab. We're having one of our biannual rendezvous.
Yeah.
Right.
Okay, and so it'll be 3 days, 2 nights, I believe.
Right.
If I got that wrong, Jen and Taylor are just going to be like, "Are you serious?"
You don't even
That's
know
all
I'm not
this.
a numbers person. I don't do
She's
math.
all right.
She's an
Anyways,
artist.
You're
I'm
an
an
artist.
artist. I don't do math. And so it'll be 200 women camping in the desert. Bring your own food, cook whatever you want, stay in your van, stay in your camper.
Wow.
Bring your glamping setup.
Huh.
Whatever you got.
We can all meet up around the campfire at night. If that's
Right.
not your jam, then you don't have to come to the campfire at night. But,
Right.
mountain biking, rock climbing, supping, they're so fun. We
Yeah.
had one, the first one I actually went to was in September, and
that
it like
wa- that
changes
was
women's lives.
here?
Yep, that was
That-
Ogden
that was
Valley.
here, Ogden Valley.
Super like moving stories of
Right.
what brings women there, what brings all of us together. And so what's so cool about this Nepal project is that the ladies over there, Ladies Mountain League, they're just doing the same thing, but they're Nepali and they have so many less resources than we have here. And so our goal is to highlight that, their vision and share
Right.
that with the world because, they don't have 80,000 Instagram followers
Right.
and they can't hire a film crew,
Yeah.
but we can. And so
Yep.
that's why this is so important because we see ourselves and them and what they're doing.
Right.
And we want to learn from them.
So how did ASDT get involved with this project? Because it's kind of been a year and a half from we've been interviewing people.
Yeah.
So how did ASDT get involved and say, hey, we're behind this. Let's take it to another level.
So basically, ASDT ambassador Julie Cornelius
Right.
was actually the one who kind of brought this all together. So she already had this project going, then became an ambassador for
Right.
And She's Dope Too. We kind of, I'm actually a co-owner of And She's Dope Too now, so I kind of
Okay.
I kind of know the ins and outs and a lot of things going on. And so Taylor actually said, hey, what if you were involved in this project? I think that, there's a lot of potential.
Right.
And so it really has grown and changed a lot. But again, the reason it's happened the way it's happened is because of the people, because we, as an entity, as And She's Dope Too, try to attract and connect the most passionate people out there, men and women alike, who are, but specifically women, who are trying to do something different and in a way that is, non-competitive, as I've said before, and in the most wholesome, meaningful way, just connect all the dots of like-minded folks.
Right.
Well, and
Right
this
on.
is such a great bed, this Ogden area for And She's Dope Too, because there is so many amazing women in the area, but also the resources, the trails, the lakes, the mountains, the Red Rock down in Moab's close by. So it's a nice little mothership.
It's like a nice crossroads, right?
Yeah, yeah. And then you get Bozeman involved, and you kind of get these things going, because we've seen it grow, on the outside.
Yeah.
Because we've seen it through social media, and we run a lot. We've got a lot of friends that are in the And She's Dope Too community. So man, you guys are killing it.
Yeah, you are.
It's awesome. It is.
Yeah.
It is so cool what you guys are doing. So what's? Can you tell us any cool things? Can you tell us any other cool things you got coming up? I know you have the dates you don't remember in Moab.
Yep,
You got those.
totally. Got our Nepal
No,
trip.
so the Moab thing is the same weekend we're having
I
our
know.
Trail Fest here.
Yeah.
So that's
Oh,
the 5th
so
and
you
the
guys are
6th.
going to edit out that part where
No.
I talked
No,
about the dates?
no.
Absolutely not.
We just actually talked to Taylor about it too.
perfect.
He's
Yeah.
like, oh yeah, we're doing it the same weekend.
Right.
And it's like, yeah, it's okay.
No, that's fine.
Yeah.
There's room for everybody.
There
I think
is.
we probably thought of it first.
You did, actually.
I'm actually kidding.
But that's okay.
But maybe we
That's
did.
all right. It's a different festival.
We already sold out our film fest.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
So yeah, it's okay that
I
more
think
people
we
can't
still
come.
have some rendezvous tickets left, which
Do
is
ya?
awesome.
Okay.
Yeah, and you can
Where do they get tickets for this, or
you
more
can
information?
go to andshe'sdope2.com.
Yep.
Okay.
And yeah, just in the purchase section.
I think it's in the store
Purchase
section.
things.
Right?
The store, that's what it's
Yeah.
The
called. That's
purchase
where you
things.
purchase
It's called the
things.
purchase things
Yeah, it
section.
says purchase things section.
I kind of know
So
that
you
because
click
I
on that
helped
tab.
build it. So,
You click on that drop down.
Yeah.
Good job. It's a great website.
Thanks.
Everyone should go check it out. It's very beautiful. It flows
very
really well.
clean, yeah.
I can't
Yeah.
even believe you helped work on it because it's gorgeous. So I'm just kind of
Thank you.
having a moment over here.
Both of you. It's like artwork, website.
She is so giving me a hard
Yeah.
time right now.
That's all right.
I
That's
know.
what that's what this show's all about.
That's
I
all right.
know.
I'm used to it.
It's got to be that way. So we
but-
we just can't say thank you enough for letting us be involved with this.
Yeah.
Because it's been awesome. Just since we set up and just seeing the people come through. Because
Yeah, that's the fun
we
part.
know a lot of people that have come
Yep.
through, and man, you guys have done an amazing job. Not just with this, but in general with
I think
everything
with the
you've
community
done.
that you built,
Yeah.
that's what's important. And to see that grow, build, and expand, like you said, that's gonna be fun to watch.
Yeah, and especially
Well-
the things you guys keep adding on to it and
Yeah.
growing, and it's going to get bigger. I mean, I'm talking to Taylor right between episodes, and he's like,
Yeah.
next year this is our plan for this," and I'm like, "Wow." And he's like, "Yeah, I don't think we'll have a problem." I'm like, "Yeah, I don't think so
Yeah.
either."
Yeah,
I think you're right.
we can't thank you enough because, the community that we've been building through this, it really is the most comfortable place. That's all I can say about it. Is it's nothing but smiles and support and everyone's friends with everyone,
Yeah.
and it's really cool to see that grow. And I can't wait until I can as an artist, one of the things I want to do, I want to start having painting retreats.
Oh, that'd be cool.
And
That'd be
it's
rad.
so amazing that
That'd be cool.
I am, I'm 24 years old and I am a co-owner in a company.
Yeah.
That's insane. And that I get to help with the direction of that just means so much.
Right.
And so
Well, and then
thank you so much for speaking with us.
Yeah.
And
Anytime.
Yeah.
Really.
yeah, and
I'm just feeling really blown away lucky right
Yeah.
now. So thanks
Well,
you
and
guys.
We're definitely gonna get her to make something for us.
yeah, we got
Okay.
to because we got cool stuff, but it's another level, right?
Yes, it is.
This artisty stuff.
Well, you have to find, that serendipity where you find that person that can translate your idea into something that's physical.
yeah,
That's her.
yeah, that's you. We've pegged
It
you
is.
now.
Does that mean I'm a wizard?
If you want to be a wizard,
I want to be a wizard.
Okay, you're
can
a
I be
wizard.
art?
We-
Can that be my title, art wizard?
The art wizard.
I
Yes.
like that
Okay.
a lot. Actually, that's really cool.
But what would be the female? What's the female version of a wizard?
Well, a witch, but people hung those, so I don't really want to get hung.
yeah.
Witches
what I
are kind
mean?
of cool now. They're back in style.
back.
Yeah, that's true. Hermione.
That's yeah.
Hermione's a really good witch.
I have a cat named Hermione.
Yeah, you do.
Really? That's
yeah.
awesome.
That's
Oh my
not so
gosh.
awesome.
Okay. I think we need to let her go.
Yeah,
All
because
right,
the
I
show's
guess
about to
so.
start.
We're
Thanks.
super psyched.
Yeah.
Yes.
We're yeah, just thanks you guys.
No, thank
well,
you.
thank you for everything you're doing. Not just
Yeah.
tonight, but like Joel said, just in general. It's awesome. It's needed, and the growth of it's been outstanding. So,
Yeah.
congratulations.
Awesome.
Thanks for including the Trail Manners crew for tonight.
Oh gosh,
It's
thank
been
you.
such a fun time for us. We're excited to watch these films, though. I'm going to tell you right now.
Yep.
So we're excited. Thanks for bringing this, and we'll catch you again. All
Yeah.
right?
All right.
All right. Thank you for listening to the Trail Manners podcast. We'd like to thank Julie, Franny, Shonny, Rachel, and Fritz, as well as ASDT and all the amazing people that put this together tonight, as well as inviting the Trail Manners crew to come out for the show. We encourage everybody to check them out at And She's Dope Too, that's TOO.com, and check out EndureNepal.com for more information about what they're doing, everything they're taking care of there for this trip. We also want to encourage everybody to follow us on Instagram, Twitter, and Facebook at Trail Manners, or swing by the website at trailmanners.com. Stop by the store page for some cool gear, or hit us up on the contact page. Let us know what you want to see, who you want to hear, and even if you would like to be on the show. Until next time, this is Eric Manning with Joel Hatch reminding you, you don't get what you wish for, you get what you work for. Now go get it.